Hello, this is Pat, and today we're going to go over an offer that works, how to track your success, and this particular video was inspired by some serious discussion we had last night in the room around tracking success, attaining success, etc. So I'm going to go over a lot of information here, and hopefully it will help. And if you don't absorb it all, watch this video a few times because this thing is going to be chock full of a lot of good information, and I'm just going to try to get it all out at one time so that hopefully you can put things in perspective and context and make some improvements on your marketing. So clearly we're hearing show me the money, and this is nothing new, and it's not tied just to this particular group. Not enough money, not enough money fast enough, can't see much progress, I need money today, I can't wait for next week or for next month, and the probably the worst one of all, this isn't working. And I'm not trying to be negative, but I can feel a negative vibe of, boy, we're just not getting results as fast as we would like. And so what I want to do is cover the process of success here, and the work and the sacrifices that are required in order to get there. So the money's coming, and it probably isn't going to be not enough and not fast enough for some people, and that's just kind of the way it is, but we're just going to have to work together to work through that. Success is simple but not easy, and this is one of my favorites. You see I use certain pictures over and over again. This is the labyrinth towards the money. As I've said before, there's many different colored paths towards the money, but there's also a lot of pitfalls, a lot of dead ends along the way. Success is a process. Success is repeatable. Success is attainable. It can be attained. Success also can be elusive. That's why less than 5% of people make money on the internet. And folks, it's not for impatient people. Certain things take time, like learning and implementing a plan. And this last bullet is one that's critical. Success doesn't come for people that are just quote unquote doing stuff, or people that are flying blind. And I sense we have some people that are just doing stuff and flying blind. And part of that is I take responsibility as a leader. If that's happening, we've got to put a stop to that, because just doing stuff for the sake of doing stuff and flying blind leads to frustration, and we're here to succeed together. We're not here to get frustrated together. So this is a very simplistic equation. I'm an engineer. I'm a math freak, always have been, so I don't expect you to be. But I want to give you a very simple equation here. Money equals traffic times conversion percentage. And over on the left side, I'm listing some traffic flow items, and then on the right we have some conversion percentage things that you have to take into account. Folks, you can get traffic from your warm market. You can share whatever program you have with people you know, people that already know, like, and trust you. If you're choosing not to do that, you're foregoing the easiest way to get the highest quality traffic. And I know not everybody wants to go to the warm market. I know there's the NFL club, no friends left, but warm market is the easiest and fastest way to get the best traffic. The next one is your list, sending out emails to your list that you have developed. If you don't have a list, you need to get one, and we're working on that. It doesn't happen immediately. Once you have a list, you can do what's known as joint venture mail swaps, where you can mail for one person and have them mail for you. Once again, you hang with us long enough, you're going to start doing some of that stuff. Pay-per-click is an effective way to get traffic quickly. It costs money, and it is very dangerous if you don't know what you're doing, but it's also very effective if you do know what you're doing. Mega solo ads, this is the solo ad that goes out fairly immediately. It costs money, but it gives you immediate results. And then solo ads, login ads, safe list posts, traffic exchange page views. You start working your way down the list, a little lower quality in traffic, but they're free. Over here on conversion percentage, these all have to be taken into account, and these may be a foreign concept to some of you, but You have to track the percentage of people that opt in to the list, whether it's a team list, a personal list, or whatever. We also need to track the percentage that opt out. It's hard enough to get people to opt in. If we have people opting out of the list quickly, that has to be taken into account and that has to be addressed. The percentage you get to whatever the sales page is, and then the percentage of people that go to the sales page and then abandon it for whatever reason. That happens all the time. And then the percentage that get on the sales page and want to buy, and the sales page gets broken for whatever reason, it doesn't work. Percentage of refunds. So all those earlier percentages here are for people moving towards buying or moving away from buying, and then at the bottom here you got the percentage that buys. And you need to have an idea of all these different percentages, and your head may be spinning right now, and once again, you don't get to where you have all this down early on in your career unless you're really good and really lucky. So this is, this is the journey you're going on to where you get the best traffic you can, and you track your conversions, and then you get a percentage that buy. Do you have an offer that works? The little dude here holding up the money, he's happy because he's making money. He has an offer that works. You must track your traffic flow. You need to know where it's coming from, and you need to know how much you're getting. You have to capture visitors. Less than 1% of people buy on their first visit to a sales page, and that number I think is getting lower. People are tight with money. They're not making impulse buys like they used to. So a lot of people go to a sales page and then they say, well, I'll check that out later. So you have to capture visitors and follow up with them. You have to track your opt-in percentage to make sure your capture page system is working. You have to track the autoresponder emails, what percentage of people are opening them. And then once again, we got to track closing percentages. And if you're not tracking any of that, you should be coming to the conclusion, I may not be doing everything I need to be doing here. So that once again, this is not to scare you. This is to tell you these are components that you need to put together to get an offer that works. An offer that works, by definition, is when you spend $20, you get at least $20 back. That may not be today. It may be after you send them 6, 7, 8 autoresponder messages. And the key is to understand your process so that when you spend $20 in advertising, you get at least $20 back. And that's what Gina was talking about last night. And I know for some people on his team it seems like it's a foreign concept and it seems like it's impossible, but it's not impossible, and we're going to teach you how to do that, but it takes time. So you need to get back what you put into your advertising, and it may not be today. SLLG is self-liquidating lead generation. It's a concept that we'll cover some more later, but it's when you're spending money on leads, you need to get your money back on them, which is another way of saying when you spend $20, you get $20 back. A key critical concept is lifetime value of the customer. That's why you have to capture people's names. That's why you have to build a relationship with them. That's why you always hear us talking about a buyer's list. Once you sell to people, if you don't sell them junk in the beginning and you take care of them through excellent customer service, they'll buy again. OTOs, one-time offers, are a way to get more than $20 out of a sale when you spend $20. Because some people, when they have their plastic out, when they have their credit card out and they're in a buying mood, they'll buy a second time. And then there's upsells, which can be, the one-time offer is an immediate upsell. And then there's upsells on the back end, which is once you have somebody that is buying from you, a week, a month, a year later, you can sell them something for more money. And these future purchases are part of that lifetime value of the customer that all needs to be factored in when you're calculating whether you have an offer that works or not. So it's not just, I sent a mailing out today, did I make money today? The world does not work that way. I know a lot of people want it to work that way, but it doesn't work that way.